What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Football Capital. And today I've got special guest. You're a special guest everywhere these days.
Mason Greenwood.
Mason Greenwood. I'm seeing you all over YouTube these days. You're breaking the contract here.
We're trying to build a
You're already under contract here at the Football Capital, and I'm seeing you're not on loan somewhere else. What's going on?
Mate, listen, they thought I needed a bit more game time.
A bit more game time. Oh, yeah, that's fair enough. So that's why now today you're going to be on form.
Yeah, I'm on fire.
Yeah, you already had like a couple of games the last couple of days.
Yeah.
So now you're ready to go, yeah?
Mate, we're everywhere.
Big KG, Big Kevin, welcome back, man. I hope you had a happy Easter.
Happy Easter, yeah. Happy Easter to you too. Yeah,
a lot of food, drinks.
Food, drinks, and planning for a big season ahead, mate.
That's it. Oh, that's right.
Football.
That's right. All the gear comes in for the Sunday league. Get it ready.
That's it, mate.
Get it ready to go. Apparently, your star player is still out.
Yeah. In Div 7, my star player is still out, and but the Div 9 star player is ready. Rock and roll.
Yeah. Well, I seen. We're talking about YouTube highlights. I seen your ones in the charity match.
Charity match, mate. Yeah.
I don't know, man. Up there with for the Pushkas Award, I think.
We're getting. Look, we're building on form all round, mate.
That's it, guys. Welcome back. Today is a little bit of a preview on Spurs and Manchester United. Kev, another big weekend for Manchester United. Obviously, tomorrow morning we have a Europa League game against Granada.
Yeah.
Which, to be honest, should be a nice walk in the park. But as we all know, Manchester United like to make it a bit hard. But yeah, look, we're gonna speak about Spurs and United now. Look, two teams. I know. Look, if you look at the kind of the top six form, I think United probably have like the best form, as in results wise, performance wise, not so much. But up against Spurs, who haven't been themselves either the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, look, it's it's been that kind of season for both teams, Borch. But look, you know what United's like. We make things difficult regardless of who we're playing. Even not over the weekend when in the Premier League we didn't make it easy for ourselves against Brighton. But I'm looking forward to some redemption off the back of the loss that we suffered earlier in the season. So, and it's always good to get a win over your old boss as well. So, let's see what the weekend brings. But I'm looking forward to previewing this match and trying to work out, how do we make that balance between tomorrow's match and the weekend.
Yeah, well, that's right. So now it's interesting. Like for tomorrow's game, I know some reports about some injuries. Apparently, Martial could miss the whole season.
Yeah, that's
what
a big
I've heard. I've seen some footage of him on social media of him wearing a knee brace. He's looking like stone cold.
Man, I don't know where it's come from though.
Well, apparently I read from the international break against Kazakhstan when France played Kazakhstan.
I was going to say because I don't remember him having suffered that kind of injury.
No, that's why he probably missed out the game on the weekend against Brighton. So you've got one player down. I mean, look, I know Martial hasn't been in the best of form, but then Cavani has come back in now. He wasn't, I don't know about his match fitness, how it's going to be this weekend, but maybe he can get a couple of minutes under his belt against Granada, and then hopefully against Spurs, you could see him even starting. But look, like you touched on, man, the last game 6-1 at Old Trafford. One word that we're trying to forget, but I think Mourinho is going to keep reminding us about that one.
He will. Especially at Old Trafford, that's what made it hurt, for us. Because we
early penalty, a minute we scored in the first minute. Bruno Fernandes penalty, Martial winning it then, and then Martial got sent off in that one. So, but look, man, before we get on to United and about some of the players that obviously that we're gonna maybe play tomorrow and maybe play on the weekend. Touch on a bit on Spurs. Now, I don't know how they're gonna shape up. Every week, it's literally Russian roulette with Mourinho's squad. One week you have Bale, you have Dele Alli. The next minute he's throwing him on in the 80th minute. He's not starting. But there's one player that I am shitting my pants, and that's Harry Kane.
Yeah,
Harry Kane, like he should be playing. He should be in the United squad for this game, not on the other end. And hopefully next season, this fixture, Harry Kane is our number 9. Or
things are developing in that story. You never know. Like we might pass on the Haaland because I think maybe Man City might be in a better position.
I don't even think City gonna get Haaland.
Haaland, no.
Because as long as Pep's there, Pep and Raiola don't get along. So but then money talks. Like I've said in the last video.
I think Haaland might end up being that kind of player that just keeps jumping.
That's Mourinho clients.
That's
Mourinho clients jump ship to ship. So you never know. But Harry Kane is one worry that
Our centre backs are going to struggle to handle him. Big time.
Has he? I don't think he's been. I don't think besides the Arsenal game, just off memory, the first Arsenal game that they played, they won 2-0 against the top sides. I don't think Harry Kane has kind of been there. I'm not sure if he's missed a few due to injury.
He's still Harry Kane though.
I know they beat City. I don't know if he scored in that one, but yeah, you're right.
He scored two
Harry
on the
Kane.
weekend.
Like
the rest of his team lets him down. It's not himself. I don't think he's played himself out of form, and
we've seen what he done to us last game as well. Do you know what I mean? Not just scoring, but assisting. I think it was 2 assists to Son.
Yeah,
he's another player that we need to maybe watch out for, look out for as well.
They've got a scary front three, depending on I think you alluded to it before. They don't have consistency.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
Team, yeah.
But if you were to say Son, Gareth Bale, and Harry Kane, that's a scary front three. Like you wouldn't say no to whoever was at United. Maybe not Gareth Bale, but you still got to look at them as a package and go.
Just in general, them names in general,
it was a scary. It's sort of as scary as when you used to say Firmino, Salah, Mane. You know what I mean? Like it's and back in the day when we had Rooney, Ronaldo, Tevez.
That's right. You're 100% right there. And then you're looking at our fullbacks and our defenders, and you're like up against that. It is a bit worrying, but then against besides that Spurs game, all the other games against the top 6 have been nil all.
Yeah, we don't really.
We haven't won a game.
Shutouts. Yeah. Shutouts.
So it's like we always speak about United. We haven't won a game against the so-called top 6.
Yep.
I think we lost against Arsenal one of them. Yeah, that's right, the penalty. But the other teams haven't even
they haven't really
broke through our defense as well. And we only saw Man City a couple of weeks ago as well come to. It was actually at the Etihad that game. Yeah, it was. It was at the Etihad, and we beat them 2-0. The game at Old Trafford was a boring 0-0. So even though we're struggling to win, we're not conceding against these teams. Besides the heavy defeat to Spurs.
Yep. But I don't want to play that kind of game this weekend. I think.
Well, I
think Tottenham's sort of on the back foot a little bit because they're not in form.
Yeah.
So it is a chance for us to, really push forward and cement that top 2. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. And I reckon Ollie has to take advantage now. Like, I mean, you haven't won a game against the top 6. Tick that monkey off your back. Like, get rid of that monkey off your back. Get the result. To be honest, I don't care if we play poorly. I'm not too fussed about the performance. Like you said. Secure
top 2.
Secure top 2. Break away from 5th onwards, just in case, because we're, how we are when we can bottle it like we usually do. But yeah.
This is to the point, I think we made a couple of podcasts ago about City, how they did all the hard work during the season to give them a bit of a buffer, so should they go deep in competitions, they can let it go.
Drop points a bit.
We need to do the same because our run after Granada, should we get past them, which we should, it's a really tough semi-final in the Europa League. I think it's Roma
or Ajax,
right? So you're coming up against some really tough teams. You need to do the hard work now, pick up those points, so that should that time come and you got fixtures that are sort of
Well, that's right. We still got to play Arsenal again. We still got Liverpool in the mix.
Yep.
I think Wolves might be in there. Leicester again. Yep. Spurs obviously this weekend.
They're not easy games.
Maybe Villa's in there as well. So these games are not easy as well. So you want to...
They're winnable from our perspective, but they're also very losable because we're not in form.
That's what I mean. Say this game for Ollie, he has to go all out.
Yeah.
He has to go all out. And plus, you got to look at some of the comments that Jose made after the last game about, it's same manager, different players. Yeah. How is that going to shake up the Spurs dressing room?
So are they going to fire them up, or we're going to go out there and slap them 6-1?
Yeah, and that's what I mean. And shout out to one of my boys, Bits and Bobs, on one of his videos. He said this could be like Tottenham could come out and just not give a shit.
Yeah, who cares?
And you know what? If we get slapped up 3-4-0, Mourinho might go, or the pressure piles up again on him.
Yeah,
like every other club that he's been at. You never know. That could be a possibility. We've seen it every time Mourinho's, like with Ollie, every time his job's under the pump, we get this result and go on a run. He wins 4 in a row, beats City, gets to a semi-final, does all this stuff.
Yeah.
But with Mourinho, Ollie's back at the wheel. But with Jose, it's kind of the opposite way. It's like when it gets toxic, it gets really toxic. Do you know what I mean?
But there's a lot to this game. I think from a United perspective, we know what we're playing for. We're playing for top 2, and we want to progress into the Europa League final and things like that. But from a Tottenham perspective, I think if they don't secure top 4, Harry Kane's going to, I think the Harry Kane move is more likely should that not happen, because he's getting older. And whilst I like one club players, I really do. Somebody at the end of Harry Kane's career is going to look at Harry Kane and go, mate, you were an amazing striker, but you never won anything.
And that's what that's why a lot of people talk about Alan Shearer at Newcastle, but he already won the Premier League when he was at Blackburn. So it's not like
he had the ring.
He had the ring. So you know what I mean? So no one can chat to him about that.
And he did it with a team. Arguably, obviously, where Blackburn are now.
Yeah.
But back then, I wouldn't say they were the flashiest team, but he still did it.
That's right. He
did it. They got the result. He's got that ring. He can say he's a
in the record
premiership
books.
winner. Yeah, he's a premiership winner.
So
Harry Kane, no
trophies, nothing.
Nothing.
He's got a chance to get
he'll probably
the
get
League One. What's it called?
Caramello
Koala Cup.
I think if anything, he might win a Euro or a World Cup before he wins anything with Tottenham.
Yeah, because the way the England squad's shaping up with the quality of players that are coming through, yeah, you could be right. But that's like with Harry Kane, that's one thing that I worry about when it comes to this game. Like, I think in an aerial duel, I don't think any Man United player can contest with him.
Yeah, Lindelof's got his problems against anyone.
Lindelof can't. Yeah, that's right. He'll struggle against the smallest players.
If we know that, trust me, they know that.
Yeah, that's right. And do you see him up against Harry Kane? I think he's a lot stronger. Even up against someone like Pogba. Pogba doesn't really use his body so much in the air to contest aerial duels. So that's a problem for me. And another one that is kind of concerning me is this goalkeeper situation now that everyone's been kind of talking about with Man United. Now, De Gea's obviously, he just had a kid.
Yep.
He's been away. He took a couple of weeks off, and Henderson has now stepped up and taken the role. Now, is Henderson now showing that he could be the number one? The thing with me is I don't think so yet. I know there's a lot of farewells already that David De Gea's gone and leaving and all this sort of stuff. Because, there has to be some sort of story on Man United. There has to be something that comes out.
De Gea sits out a game and he's leaving. Well really.
Depending on, and now, depending on if De Gea plays, if De Gea is in the squad in the Europa League, he's the cup keeper now. That's going to be the whole fuss. And then going into the Spurs game, you're going to see maybe Henderson play. What's your take on this goalkeeper situation? Real quickly, De Gea, is he still our number one? Should he still be a number one? Or should we phase him out slowly and give the chance to Henderson?
I don't know about phasing him out. I think De Gea is still a world-class keeper, right? So at the end of the day, we want to win. Well, we want to finish second Premier League. It's Premier League's gone. I don't think we're going to win it, right?
Unless a complete capitulation.
Yeah. So realistically, with all our heart, put aside the heart and we're wanting to win the league. We're going to finish second, so we need both our keepers on point. At any time, anything can happen to one of these two goalkeepers. So for me, I don't phase out David De Gea. I want him to be a United boy. I want him to actually win a league with us. With this whole under the Ollie.
Yeah, after Fergie situation thing. Yeah,
he's stuck around. He has stuck around, and he's been loyal. I know that there was contract problems.
Was the fax machine?
The fax machine didn't work.
Yeah.
And I think Henderson is getting the necessary experience at this level to be able to be a really world-class goalkeeper, but he's not there yet. But I will say one thing about Henderson over De Gea is that he will attack a ball even if a play is coming at him, where De Gea,
that was going to be my next question for you against Spurs. Regardless who plays against Granada, whether it's De Gea, whether it's Phil Jones in goals, it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? He's still at the club, by the way.
He's
100 and something, $100 and something grand a week.
Mate,
but
you've killed it.
He's killed it, mate. Daylight robbery, well done. But regardless who the keeper is tomorrow morning, like we spoke about Harry Kane and his presence in the air, do we look at it and go, you know what, Henderson's got to start this one?
I wouldn't. Look, I won't be upset regardless who starts, is probably the answer that I would provide, because, for me, two really good goalkeepers, so I'm not really fussed who starts. I just think if Henderson gets the nod, then you're slightly going towards the see you later De Gea, from that story perspective, and that's going to gain momentum, and it might start to become a reality. But if De Gea starts, then I can understand that too. You know, he's a world class goalkeeper against a really tough team. And I think tomorrow, as you said, the Granada goalkeeper situation, that will probably, you know, tell us or give us an idea.
Just give it to Romero at least. He's still around. He's and here's the thing, like these people want
Lee Grant's still around.
Lee, I don't know. Lee Grant went. Yeah, he's still around. He's like a key player, manager, coach.
He does the signage now.
Fourth official, mate. Lee Grant's on the books for everything these days. You know,
Legend,
man. Another fraud. That's just
collect the paycheck. Is Rojo still on our?
No, I think we sold him. I think we got rid of him. No, he's not. He's not on the team sheet.
Okay, there you go.
But yeah.
Actually, I did see a name just there.
Where we looking?
If he was fit, Bailly, would he have come in for Lindelof?
For the Spurs game, probably not.
No, if he was
I think it's too early. I don't know, because he had COVID. It was a COVID.
But let's say he was fit. Let's say
if he was fit, maybe
over Lindelof because of the aerial duel.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Bailly should be playing.
I think we've done that a few times, or Ollie's done that a few times, where he's mixed and matched, and he's like, oh, you know what, this game Bailly's going in, but obviously he's not.
Well,
fit.
He played the last game against Spurs. He was playing, so
shit. Okay,
don't
do that.
But no, you're right. If Bailly was fully fit and ready to go, I'll play him over Lindelof because of the aerial duels.
Yep.
Like we can't. I don't know what the problem with United. Like we set pieces, forget it.
Yeah.
No matter if it's Henderson, De Gea in goal, Bailly, Lindelof,
we
Maguire.
Seem to let go of a man all the time.
It's all the time. It's like we just keep losing.
Is it a zonal thing? Is it a zonal thing?
Possibly. It could be a zonal thing. Like even on corners, I hate when they do zonal marking and no one's on the front and back post. When we concede, where does the ball go? Off the post or that side netting, where if there's a player there, that ball gets cleared off the line. And I don't know, even with the free kicks, like the last minute one against Everton, like still kills me to this day. Like we can't win the first, can't win the second. I don't even know that these are the sort of problems.
Even the Leicester game, right? Leicester game was similar.
Leicester game was similar. I think it took a deflection though. Took a deflection off Tuan Zabi.
Right, yeah.
When Vardy hit it. But again, like crosses, we're not in the right positions for crosses to defend.
It's
always like out of position.
It's honestly not that difficult. Like I know it's the Premier League, but it really, as a defender, it shouldn't be that difficult. You should be able to last minute. All you got to do is concentrating on getting to that ball, right? Yeah. Don't worry about everything else.
Yeah. Well, then we have like Maguire marking Luke Shaw in at certain times, and
what game was that? I remember that.
That was the Spurs game. I think he dragged him down, and the other one he was marking Bailly or Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah.
But there needs to be a lot more communication in the box, especially on set pieces, man. I don't. That's my only concern. My only concern is on set pieces, and with Harry Kane in them areas, it's going to be dangerous. But looking at United's team and what we can do
against the Spurs
defense, this could be like you said at the start, roles reversed with the scoreline.
Yeah,
we could actually put on a demolition here because just their form, maybe their mentality going into this game. And
Mourinho's touched on it before that. Or even other pundits have touched on Mourinho before that he doesn't have the confidence in his back four like he has in previous years with other teams. And you can hear it in his press conferences and even...
he throws his players under the bus.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Just like, he's not good enough. Dele Alli. Like we saw in the documentary, I don't know if you watched the Spurs.
Yeah, the docker, they all talk, highly of Mourinho because they challenge.
Yeah,
I'm
talking about Mourinho. He comes in, Dele Alli, you're a shit trainer. You're shit in training. And you look at his face.
Harry Kane, I'm going to make you...
He's going to make him messy. He's going to make him messy. I'm going to make you this. The Cristiano Ronaldo, that status. And then Harry Kane, See how he just took that in? Like, boss.
Yeah, no worries. And you say one thing in front of the cameras and something else happens.
But then you see the treatment that Danny Rose had in that documentary, not playing him, not telling him why he's not starting. He was doing a lot better in training and games. All right, he had a bad game against Liverpool, then phased him out for a couple of games. Yep. And we're still seeing this with Mourinho. We said, all right, Gareth Bale at the start of the season, he's back in the Premier League. He had a few little niggly injuries that weren't that bad. And we thought, okay, maybe that's why he's not starting.
Yeah.
Now he comes in, Bale starts for a couple of games, scores.
Good link up.
And then again, it's like you're back on the bench. And it just his attitude feels like Bale doesn't... And plus,
you reckon Mourinho's over it?
I don't know, man. I
It's
think
almost like
he's another
there
one.
collecting a paycheck.
Yeah, I was going to say he's another one of these Lee Grants and Phil Jones, man. Like,
Don't get me wrong, he is a world-class manager. Like, his resume speaks, volumes of what he's achieved, but sometimes you just run out of ideas.
and that's the thing. He hasn't changed. He's still with the same systems.
I don't think he was
very
right
predictable.
from
Like of course, I said it when they sacked Poch and he was just rumored to come in.
Yep.
That this could it's either he could come to Spurs and make him great again if they ever were great, or take him to the next level, or he's gonna ruin his legacy by everything that's pretty much happening now.
Yep.
He keeps outing out players.
But he also wasn't going to get the depth that he's had in
that's what I mean.
years.
He's a checkbook manager, so he goes everywhere he goes. He needs players to come in. He got Gareth Bale. I don't think even he wanted Gareth Bale.
On loan though.
Yeah, I know, but I don't think he even wanted him.
No,
If you wanted him, you'll be playing him, and obviously he's not. I think it was a Daniel Levy transfer because of the whole marketing value. Unfortunately, COVID kind of fucked everything up because now there's no fans in the stadium.
The fans were coming,
And
they're
now
buying new shirts, and
they're probably still buying shirts, but coming to the games, they're coming to see Bale. So you're gonna get more even foreign people from other countries coming in to watch Spurs and watch Bale. And then obviously you have like, I was gonna say, lost my train of thought, but with Bale, like we've seen him come in and then he gets just phased out again. So I don't know, maybe he's just for a golf tour, man.
Maybe
I don't know.
Maybe you never know. But the thing with
what I was gonna say was they've taken out a loan from the bank because of the whole COVID thing, which they might need to pay back. So what plays are you going to get Mourinho in the summer? Like what?
No, they're going to sell Kane, and
they're going to sell Kane and then
that loan.
And even Bale come out and said that, I'm only here for 1 year loan. The plan is to go back to Madrid.
Yeah, well.
So even them comments himself are you going to play Bale now? Because like that was a very similar situation.
If he's not part of the long-term plan, then what are you doing?
Yeah, that's like a situation with Pogba. Like his agent or he comes out and says new challenge, he's leaving. It's like, now do you play him? And it's all come at the wrong time. He came right before the Leipzig game, one of the biggest games of the year. This whole thing, drama has come out. Same thing now with Bale. Same thing with the comments with Mourinho about the dressing room and the players and the coach is the same, all that crap. So
things might not.
This is a demolition, Kev. This is gonna be.
It's set up for United to go out there and do the job.
And Ollie has to take advantage, like we're saying, has to take advantage of all this.
What are we in? We're 30 games into the season.
Yes,
we're one behind City because they've played 31. But for us, we at the same time we want to make life for City just as hard. Yeah. Right? We're not going to just concede. We don't want to just concede the title and say, it's done. We know mathematically it's going to be difficult, but fucking drive them all the way to the last result. All the way. I think Seba said in the last podcast, 4 wins. They need 4 wins.
Something like that, well, my maths is not there.
Let's make it 5, you know what I mean? Let's make it really tough. They might drop points somewhere.
If they got the result against Dortmund in the Champions League.
Yep.
They're
up for a quad. We don't want that.
No, we don't want that. We don't want. So Spurs Mourinho has to do us a favour in the cup, and then Chelsea, I think, have to try and knock City out of the FA Cup, and that's already like difficult as it is. If Chelsea keep progressing into the Champions League,
and Dortmund got a little bit unlucky.
They did, they did
against City.
But you never know. In that second leg, they could come out and get a result. But then even if City do win, they got Bayern or PSG. And we saw PSG. PSG just don't fall to no one.
Yeah,
don't fall to no one. So look,
like you said, Borch, it's set up for a demolition. If we go out there with the right attitude, the right team, the right lineup, depending on what.
Who do you want to see? All right, our back line. We know we're probably going to see Wan-Bissaka, Shaw, Maguire, Lindelof.
Yep.
Most likely Henderson in goals.
I don't want to see the
Mac Fred.
Yeah.
But the thing is, we are going to see it because he doesn't trust Lindelof and Maguire together. That's the thing. Every time
but then you're playing for that 0-0 result.
Yeah, that's the thing. Unless you play like a diamond in midfield, and you bring in someone like Matic. But then against Spurs, I don't think it's the right idea.
I don't mind McTominay, Matic, maybe. A bit of height.
Yeah, I just can't do with Fred as well. Fred, I think he turns over the ball.
Leave Fred out. McTominay, Matic. Playing next to each other.
Someone, I don't know if you're playing with a diamond.
Oh, okay.
If you're playing in a diamond, maybe you have.
So you put Pogba right,
Pogba on the left.
Yep.
McTominay, maybe Matic sits deep, and then Bruno as like the 10 false 9 kind of role.
And then what do you do? Greenwood, Rashford?
Whoever's available. I think Rashford might be available. I know he walked off in the last game, came off. He could even start tomorrow.
Cavani, Greenwood, Rashford.
Yeah. Well, who else do you have? Like there's maybe James. Danny James. Now he's been the last couple of games, even in international, he's been decent.
Yep.
Maybe stick him
on
the
header in international.
The shortest guy on the field.
How does he win
and
header?
He probably wins that if he was playing United as well. In the box, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
especially against Lindelof.
You can have someone like maybe Danny James on the wing because of that pace.
Yep.
And then you can test out Reguilon and whoever Serge Aurier. I don't know if he's even going to play. But our midfield needs to be strong, I think, in this game. If we win the midfield battles, if we win first, and if we don't win the first, we get the seconds.
Yep.
Going into this game, man,
I don't care how we get the win. We just got to get the win.
Especially against Spurs, someone that's in and around that top 4, top 5, whatever spots you want. And especially
it's more for us to skip away, Borch. I really couldn't care who finishes below us.
I know. But then you got some of the teams below us, I think, got nice fixtures.
Yeah, easier
fixtures in the next couple of rounds. So,
because you know what, I didn't realize this the other day, but Liverpool crept up to like 6th or 5th for a day.
But then, I think Everton got a game in hand, so
they jump back over.
Jump back over.
I think it leveled back out.
But then West Ham's not giving up without a fight. Do you know what I mean? Good on them. I want to see that.
Lingardinho.
I told you about this boy, man. I told you about my boy Lingard, right? Don't bag him out. But Kev, quickly, just to wrap it up, scoreline.
I can't see us not conceding. That's the problem. I think just with Harry Kane and Son and the likes. I'm going to go United 3-1.
3-1 United.
Yep. Rashford double if he plays, and Bruno penalty.
Bruno Penna, the standard Lage.
Standard.
And it has to be against Mourinho as well because he's been whinging about penalties. I'm hoping for a 2-0 win. You know what? Actually, no, because we're going to, like you said, we always concede away and we always concede first. So it's going to be a Harry Kane. Harry Kane's going to score first. Mm-hmm. And then typical United, we're going to come back in the second half and win it. I'm going to go for 2-1, Kev. Another back-to-back 2-1 victory. Keep the pressure on. I'll take a 1-0, like against Wolves, last minute again. Even a draw, I don't want to see a draw, but even a draw will be decent against Spurs, I guess.
Look,
everything that we just spoke about, it's in United's hands to win this game. And I'm going into this game that you boys better wake up and put some goals away.
It's 30 games in.
Yeah.
So we should be ready. Tomorrow's going to tell a story. Tomorrow morning is going to sort of paint it a bit. Spurs still in it. Spurs.
They're out. They got knocked out to Dinamo Zagreb. So there you go, mate. If we can't beat them and Dinamo Zagreb can, there are issues and Ollie's job has to be questioned. Players have to be questioned after this one.
We're back on that one.
And if we don't lose to Granada, you won't see me back. But guys,
no episode for 6 weeks.
6 weeks this time. But guys, let us know what you think in the comments. Let us know what do you think about the keeper situation, Henderson, De Gea, Harry Kane. Is he going to be wearing a red jersey next season? And also give us your scoreline for the Spurs and Manchester United game. Kev, thanks a lot.
Cheers, Borch.
Maybe be back on the preview. Maybe we can chat about how we pumped them 4-0.
Hope so.
There you go, guys.
Come on, Greenwood.
Take it easy.